high above the swirling blues and greens of Earth. Farther than the tallest mountains reach and beyond the paths of swift silver airplanes, lived a star named Lumen. Lumen wasn't the biggest or the brightest, but it had always possessed a warm, steady glow, a comforting presence in the vast velvet tapestry of the night. Once, long, long ago, when the universe felt younger and crackled with newness, Lumen had cradled a beautiful dream deep within its core. A dream of painting the darkness not just with light, but with whispered stories of hope and courage for anyone gazing upwards. Feeling alone, but millennia are heavy. Even for a star. Slowly, silently, the dream faded, tucked away under layers of cosmic dust and the sheer exhausting effort of simply being, of shining night after endless night. Lumen forgot the melody of its own purpose now. Lumen shone out of habit, a mechanical pulse of light in the constellation of the wandering lyre. Its light felt hollow, a beautiful shell without the vibrant warmth it once held. It watched comets streak past with fiery tails, full of direction and adventure, and felt a profound emptiness. It saw galaxies swirl in magnificent dances of gravity and color, and only sensed its own stillness. The other stars seemed to hum with their own quiet contentment or blazing ambition. But Lumen felt disconnected, adrift in a sea of light it no longer understood. A deep, silent melancholy settled over it, like a faint gray veil dimming its inner fire. It became the star that merely existed, not the star that dreamed. Down below, in a small town nestled between whispering hills, lived a little girl named Elara. Elara loved the night sky more than anything. While other children slept, she'd often creep to her window, resting her chin on the cool sill, her wide eyes drinking in the infinite sparkle. She knew the constellations like friends, tracing Orion's belt and the curve of the Great Bear's tail. But one night, her gaze snagged on a single point of light in the wandering lyre. It looked different, not weaker, precisely, but sadder. Its light didn't twinkle with playful joy. It seemed to sigh, a steady, weary glow that spoke of loneliness to Elara's sensitive heart. Night after night, she found herself drawn back to this one quiet star, feeling an inexplicable kinship with its silent sorrow. One particularly clear night, armed with her small, cherished telescope, a birthday gift with lenses that brought the heavens a little closer, Elara focused intently on the sad star. She didn't see just light. She felt a story untold as she peered. A strange sensation washed over her, a gentle warmth blooming in her chest, completely different from the night air's chill. She didn't hear words, but a feeling blossomed in her mind. A deep, ancient yearning, a forgotten song, a beautiful purpose. Lost tears welled in Elara's eyes, not of sadness, but of understanding. She pressed her small hand against the cold window pane, as if she could reach across the impossible distance. What did you forget? She whispered into the stillness, her voice barely a breath. The moment Elara's whisper touched the silence, something extraordinary happened within Lumen. The child's focused gaze, brimming with innocent empathy and pure, unspoken curiosity, pierced the layers of cosmic dust and ancient fatigue shrouding Lumen's core. It was like a key turning in a lock rusted shut for ages. A sudden, brilliant warmth surged from Lumen's very heart, not the heat of nuclear fire, but the radiant heat of profound remembrance. The long-lost dream rushed back. The desire to be more than light, to be a beacon of comfort, a silent storyteller in the dark. Lumen remembered the joy of its purpose. Its light, which had been steady and pale, suddenly pulsed with an intense, joyful golden radiance, swelling brighter and warmer than it had shone in countless centuries. It was a silent, celestial shout of rediscovery. Down in her room, Elara gasped through her telescope. The change was breathtaking. The star wasn't just brighter. It was alive with a new energy. The weary sigh was gone, replaced by a vibrant, pulsing glow that seemed to reach out. Warm and reassuring, it felt like a silent conversation, a wave of gratitude washing over her from light years away. Elara giggled, a sound of pure delight echoing softly in her quiet room. She knew, deep in her bones, that the star had remembered something precious from that night on. Whenever she looked up, Lumen's light held a special warmth just for her, a silent, acknowledgement of the invisible thread spun between a child's heart and a star's reignited soul as the seasons turned. People across the world began to notice the star in the wandering lyre shining with unusual warmth and constancy. Astronomers noted its increased luminosity in their logs, puzzled but intrigued yet, for those who looked up seeking solace. The lonely dreamer on a city rooftop, the sailor navigating by starlight on a vast dark sea, the child missing a loved one. Lumen's light held a peculiar, gentle power. It didn't erase sadness, but it seemed to whisper wordless comfort, a reminder that even in the deepest night, light persists, dreams can be found again, and connection bridges impossible distances. Lumen shone, not just as a point of physics, but as a testament to remembered purpose. Its light a tender lullaby woven from the threads of a forgotten dream, and a child's simple act of seeing, truly seeing, the silent heart of the night. And every evening, Elara would smile up at her friend, knowing she had helped a star remember how to dream.